peace, love, chaos, majesty, and truth. It's that Dragon Ball heat. I fucking love it. People say manifest to actualize. The best way to actualize is through the elements of earth. Earth, within earth. Whether it's literally earth, water, fire, air. But another potent way to actualize or to call in what we're seeking, what we're wanting, and what we're needing is through smoking weed, smoking cannabis. Before even sitting in with the energy, we actualize over the herb, right? Actualize over the herb, place our intentions over the herb as we're rolling, before we roll it, while we're breaking it down, whatever the process that it is that you do when you're smoking, right? The same things for regular herbs and natural herbs like rosemary, mugwort, you feel what I'm saying? Because you can smoke those herbs too, you can smoke those. And like, I know for a fact that mugwort, it helps with our dreams, it helps us internalize our dreams and understand our dreams more and better. Excuse me. So the same way that we set the intention with those herbs, we can set the intention with smoking cannabis. Smoking cannabis. What's up, baby? Smoking cannabis, and it brings in what we're seeking. So whatever we set our mind to, the intention and the energy that we're calling forth, that we want to bring into fruition into our lives. It's easy to do when we're in the right intention, with the intention that we're calling in, we have the right energy set and the right vibration set to what we want to bring into fruition. It naturally comes in when we start using our imagination. And not even using our imagination, but just allowing ourselves to flow with the energy that we want to be present. Same thing with sex magic. Like setting the energy before you have sex. Setting the intention before we have sex. It helps us bring and call in what we're seeking and desiring. I love your locks. Thank you, baby. What we're calling in and what we desire. And before we reach the peak of ecstasy, while we're reaching the peak of ecstasy, right? What we calling in and what we wanted to bring it to fruition, we say it out loud or bring it to our minds. And 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, whatever it is that we want to exist, it shall be existence. It shall come forth to it in existence. That's the whole purpose of magic, the whole purpose of energy, the whole purpose of intention setting. Because once we set our intentions right and we are energetically aligned and vibrating with the energy that we want to bring forth, it's easier to internalize and actualize all the things. And actualize is another word or another form or way of saying manifest. But actualize all the things that we desire and we acquire and that we want. That's why it's very important to be careful who we're having sex with, who we're swapping energies with, because we may be on one vibration and they're on a whole other vibration. We may be wanting to bring in peace, love, wanting to bring in wealth, financial literacy, financial abundance, prosperity, whatever it is that our mind wants us to have and bring. We can be calling it forth, but we're not going to actualize that type of energy if we're laying down with vibrational matches that does not align with that type of energy. If we're laying down with people that vibrate off the energy of lust, greed, control, hate, malice, deceitful Leviathan energies. We lay down with Leviathan spirits. We're mixing and internalizing and astralizing chaotic energy instead of the things and the energy value that we are seeking to bring in. That's why sex magic is important, what you're doing and who you're doing it with. because it may not actualize right then and there, but I guarantee you 36 months later, if you land down with somebody that's a Leviathan spirit, that's lying, that's vindictive, that's lying, that's a narcissist, right? 9 times out of 10, all of that shit is gonna be playing out in our lives. And I only can tell you this from experience, because I've laid down with many Leviathan spirits because I didn't learn my lesson. So I had to learn my lesson and the importance of mixing energies and meshing energies with people, places, and things and thoughts that does not align with my vibration. No longer dimming my light or dimming my vibration for pleasure, right? Because when we're operating at our natural essence, we're wanting to mesh and mix energies with people that are vibrating out of their natural essence. So it's not taken from us, it's not taken from them. If anything, it's inclining both of us. If anything, is helping us both bring in the things that we desire and we require and we want out of life through energetically matching, through sex magic. You feel what I'm saying? Most people have sex just for pleasure. Most people, they fucking. And say that they fucking. They ain't making love or none of that. You ain't gotta make love either. Sex is sex. Sex is sex. But when we set the intentions of not just having sex with somebody, when we set the intention that we're not just fucking, that we're actually creating and opening portals, and we're syncing our energy as we're opening the portals, we have to be very attentive to who we're opening our portal up to, especially as women, who we're opening our womb up to. Because we're actualizing a lot of things into life, right? It don't make sense that when one person has the intention on want to be a wife, want to be a husband, want to build and brand a family, start a legacy, build a legacy, right? And they laying down with somebody that's a dog, or laying with somebody that's a trick. You're not aligning with none of that. So we're not going to bring in any of those things if that's what we want. We're going to actualize the things of chaotic energy, chaotic magic, because that's not a vibrational match. It's not a vibrational frequency. I can't wait to get in the shower, boy. I'm out here sweating like a motherfucking... God damn, I don't even know. But that's why it's important to we pay attention to what we're doing and how we're doing these things. Just land with the wrong spirit, we can open up portals for possessions, demonic possessions, especially if you laying down with Leviathan spirits. You land with people that's demonically possessed and shit. And one thing for a fact, you will know somebody demonically possessed by their actions. They're like a bot, they're like a robot. They always repeat themselves. They always saying the same thing over and over and over, right? And the crazy part is they forget that they already done told you these things 10 times. But they still tell you that they're programmed to say this shit over and over and over. They're programmed to do the same thing, right? They're always seeking outward instead of inward. They're always looking for chaos or trying to cause chaos and destruction. Because that's their energetic field, chaos and destruction. It's not peace, it's not love, it's not happiness within, because they don't have those things within. In order to exude peace and happiness within, take that back. In order to exude peace and happiness on the outside, it has to be within. And it doesn't matter how much we try to fake the funk. If you're really not happy, you're not really secure within yourselves, you're not really a person that's of peace, that values peace, that values sanity, that values humanity and shit like that, right? Your energy is gonna say it for yourself. It doesn't matter how much we try to cover those things up. the energy will speak for itself. That's the importance of knowing our vibration, knowing who we are and what we are at all times, and being okay with it. And if we're not okay with it, that means that we have the power to change it so we can be okay with it. Right? Like, that's the basic fundamentals of 101 of just alchemy, energy. The same alchemy I was speaking on yesterday or the other day with the cooking shindig. It's all magic. You feel me? And how we use our energy is up to us to be the magician that we want to be. Like one guy that said, it's so easy to act like you're operating out of love and peace, but don't be doing it. Holding on to chaos energy, holding on to pain, holding on to greed, lust. You feel what I'm saying? All it does is weighs our heart down. The heart can't be light as a feather if we're so busy holding on to what people did, what people said, how they treated us, and all that other shit. We get that shit to mama, man. We let our ancestors take care of that shit. We let our ancestors handle that, and we do our part on healing from it, taking care of our heart, taking care of our minds, and taking care of us, and making sure we don't do what they did to us to another person. Like, I had mad respect. Like, when I say I had mad respect for people like myself, I have mad respect for people who have been through the wire. You feel what I'm saying? Mad respect for people who've been through hell and high water and still choose to vibrate and operate out of love and peace. Because best believe we have the option. Hey, how you doing, mama? I like your shirt. You know, for best believe we had the choice and the option to operate out of chaos and darkness. But if we choose, even through the midst of the fuck shit that we've been through, if we choose to operate out of peace and love, yo, you gotta understand how much power you have within that itself. Just having the free will and choice of operating out of that energy and then doing it, knowing the things, the dark shit that we've been through, you a beast. You're a powerhouse. Because most people on earth, I only said, repeat my words, most people on earth, I said on earth now, let me say this shit again, on earth, when they get hurt, they get abused, they get beat the fuck up, they been through some dark ass shit in life, we start doing shit to hurt ourselves. Or not even that, we do shit to hurt others intentionally. Or whether it's unintentionally or not, you feel what I'm saying? We do shit to harm others, realizing when you harm somebody else, you ultimately are harming yourself. This is my perspective, but this is not just my perspective, this is truth. I know this. When we're harming others, we're harming ourselves. Because we're reflections of each other. At the end of the day, believe it or not, we're reflections of each other. So if I'm out here hurting somebody else, all it's showing is that I'm hurting inside, and I don't have the guts and the balls to take care of that issue or whatever that thing is, or person, place, or thing that has caused me to feel hurt. I don't have the courage and the balls to sit down and heal that shit, and eat that shit up, swallow it, spit it back up, and make it be something else that I want it to be, instead of projecting it into somebody else. It's powerful to be able to love. They did something to my heart chakra when I said that shit. They got my thing dumping on a whole different vibration. It's powerful to be able to love and exude peace when all we've ever faced was pure darkness and the opposite of love and peace. That shit made me want to exude love and peace even more. The shit that I went through, the shit that I've been through, the shit that I go through, it makes me want to give out and be loved even more. It made me want to love myself even more. It made me want to respect myself even more. Because of the things that I've been through. Because of the things I've endured. You feel what I'm saying? And that's only through the power of mama's love. the power of mama's greatness. Yeah, ain't done. The power of mama's infinite wellness, being, and protection, and guidance, and so forth, and perseverance and strength, because I get all my strength from mama. Not just my strength, I get everything from mama. How you doing, Papa? I get everything from mama. Love, peace, guidance, strength, protection, perseverance, clarity, whatever the fuck it may be. Darkness, chaos. I get everything that is within my agility, even down to my resiliency. I get that shit from mama. Mama give it to me. She gives it to me so gracefully. So I make sure I take care of me so gracefully and take care of it gracefully. Because it can easily be stripped away. And I don't want that. So I value it. The things that we value, we take care of. The things that we see that's important to us and to others, we respect and value it. That's human decency. It's human decency. And little do we know, we get paid for human decency through mama. She gives us extra life, extra breath, extra piece of peace and freedom when we're practicing human decency. Not just practicing it, but we're doing it. It made me feel good to know that I made somebody feel loved today. It made me feel good to let somebody know that they appreciate today because of something I said and did. They ain't got to tell me either. It's in the smile, it's in the eyes, it's in the actions, it's in the respect. That's human decency. That's powerful. It's powerful. That's powerful. And ain't nothing like it, man. Oh, look at this kitty. It's powerful. Today, Monday, I need to take my ass and work out. Yeah, it's my day. I don't be knowing what the days is. I don't be knowing what the times is. So sometimes I just guess the time, just off the energy. Other than that, I don't be knowing shit. I just go with it. It'll be Sunday, and I'll be thinking it's fucking Friday or Wednesday. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I know it's another damn day. I made it. Because that shit don't matter. That shit don't hold no motherfucking weight. Shit like that not important. What day of the week it is, what time it is. That shit ain't important. That shit only important to man-made shit. Fuck they got to do with me. Shit. It only matters when we got something to do. Something of importance. Other than that, that shit don't matter. What's going on? Oh, baby, you going. You going slow. Got me stuttering and shit. But it's important to value love. Oh yeah, one thing to another thing. Watch out for them warlocks and the witches. Yeah, it's a time where they get to acting stupid. They be praying. When I say praying, I ain't talking about P-A, P-R-A. I'm talking about P-R-E. Wow, praying on women and men, where they can energetically steal from, who they can use their energy to steal from, the use to build their energy up. Not even build their energy up, who energy they can steal to live another day. Who energy they can steal, who abundance and business they can steal to keep going another day. Because they don't have none themselves, so they gotta steal it. And when I say witches and warlocks, I'm talking about demonic shit. Motherfuckers that sit around and put blood in your food. to try to bind you to them. Be careful who you're having blood sex with, too. That's another form of binding. Not only is that another form of binding, there's sexual magic as well. And that shit right there creates obsession. Ice cream truck. Should be ruining the dance. Goddamn. But that's another form of sexual magic. You don't want to bind yourself to somebody that's toxic. You won't want to bind yourself to somebody that's on a low vibration, because that makes them obsessive. They become stalkers. I'm telling you shit from experience, yo. When I was young and dumb and doing shit just to do it, didn't really know no better. Creates obsession. Creating spiritual ties with somebody, physical ties, mental ties, emotional ties, that you may not even want to be with. To somebody that ain't even on your level emotionally. Because they thinking about how to hurt somebody when you're trying to think about how to heal yourself. They don't go together. That's going to create friction and a setback. That ain't the energy you want to vibrate in.